everyone, my name is Arsham and welcome to Figma in 50 minutes. So let's get into it. Well, first of all, we're going to start off, and this is the first video of 8, of what is Figma, first of all. Well, Figma is a UI/UX designing tool used by designers to design mock-ups of some of the stuff, like for example, say apps, websites, games, or even products. If you want to sell like t-shirts, you can just do a sample design of what you want to print on the t-shirts and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Figma is used for. But why Figma? Well, in my opinion, this is opinion-based, completely opinion-based. Figma is a very good tool because, as you can see over here, it's very, very simple. Very simple, actually. As you can see here, there's just the tools. Even you don't even really need these, actually, because you can use the command tools, which I'll tell you guys about later on. So you can see here, I have the rectangles, the ellipses. You get faster this later on, and even some other stuff. Over here, it's not that confusing, actually. If you use any tool which does this, should be a piece of cake for you guys. I'll tell you guys about the whole panel in the next video, so don't worry about that. Alright, so yeah, what am I going to be going over in these videos? Well, in these videos, I'm going to be going over around 7 topics, because this is the introduction video. We're going to be introducing you to the panel, which is the next video. The Figma tools, as you can see on this top area, all these tools, I'm going to be introducing you to those. So you can do the shortcuts and you can do them as quick as possible. So you don't have to waste time like clicking there on the drop down and then clicking arrow and then drawing an arrow like that. So I'm giving you some shortcuts. Then we'll go for some sample mockup designs. It's a sample mockup design. We just go to Google, we take an image that you like, simple or difficult depending on your level, but keep in mind this is a beginner level course. Yeah, so there's nothing advanced except maybe if you are confused about maybe some of the shortcuts or short keys that you're going to use for making some of the stuff. That's okay. You're going to learn along the way. I'll put some annotations up on the screen so you can follow if you're on Mac or Windows and anything like that. All right. So yeah, that's that. And then in the next video, after that, we're going to be going for components. Components is a pretty handy thing if you're making an app and you want to keep stuff tidy and you want to keep something called a master component, which means if you make... I'll talk about it later. I don't want to make you guys confused right at the beginning of the series of videos. And then we'll be going for prototyping, which is basically just linking the pages together in some animation ways if you like even that. And also, we're going to be going for constraints. Constraints is basically how responsive your app mockup or website mockup will be. It's a good thing, but I don't think if you're going for a fast way of making an app or a website, I don't think you really need constraints. You can just make 3 different versions of the thing. And if you need, like, shrink the images down or do whatever alterations that you have to do, and then put them in CSS and HTML. Then video 8, the last video, which is a simple video, we're just going to be talking about a bit about exporting stuff. So yeah, exporting like different formats like PNG, JPEG, SVG, PDF, and even up here, as you can see over here, we have the CSS code that you can export. You can also export for iOS and Android. So yeah, that's basically it. So you can get the code-wise, the background. So if I add something here and I target this, as you can see, the width is 235, the height is 152, the background color is that, and the position is absolute. So that's pretty handy actually for CSS HTML. So let's say if I change the color to, let's say, a blue. Nice. That's not a nice tint of blue. Let's say dark blue. So we go to code and it gets the color code for you and puts it in the background. It's very, very handy and it's very smart actually for a software like this. So yeah, and then I want to finish this video off by showing you an example that I made as a mock-up in Figma, and then I converted it into a real, let's say, product. It's for me actually. It's a portfolio that I made. So I designed in Figma and whatever I wanted, and then I exported some of the images and all the stuff that I needed, and then started making it in HTML. Now I have a portfolio up and running, so you can go visit it at thearsham.com. As you can see over here, let me refresh it, it's a bit better. Yeah. Okay, so you can move this stuff around, you can find a bit more stuff that I'm going to add later on. But yeah, so you can click on a few of the things and go to About. You can explore the page yourself, but the point I'm trying to say is actually I've made this website using HTML and CSS, but I've designed it in Figma. So yeah, So there's many possibilities, and you can do products, apps, websites, games. I'm actually also working on a game which uses Figma for like the UI. I've already actually finished the UI of the game, but now I'm working on the game mechanics. So yeah, that's basically that. And I think that's about it for this video. In the next video, we're going to be talking about introduction to the Figma panel. And the panel is fairly simple, as you can see over here, as I said before as well. So yeah, that's today's video. So see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.